So I'm going to make some salmon cakes now. And a salmon cake is obviously a pretty simple recipe, but it's also incredibly diverse in terms of what you can then do with the mix. So this is pink salmon, and if you can come in here close, Ken. So you'll see that you have little pieces of skin, and you'll find bones, pieces of the backbone or pin bones. And watch this. Okay, it's gone. Sure looks like a piece of salmon now, and it has the exact same texture. So what I'll mix into my salmon cake is, I actually did this wrong because I'm busy talking to you. So the whole point of this demo that I was doing, I just messed up. Hi, Kat. You're back, huh? I'm not going to keep her away. She's a member of the family, so I'm okay with that. So what I like to do is whenever you're making a tuna salad, a salmon salad, anything salad, I like to mix the other ingredients first because I want to maintain the texture, the flake of that fish as best I can. So I don't want to be trying to mix breadcrumbs for a salmon cake to get them integrated while I'm mashing the fish. So I'm going to mix the breadcrumbs, lemon juice, mayonnaise, all together into a paste, and then gently flake in the fish. And in that way, it also allows for your breadcrumbs to absorb some of the oil from the fish, as well as to more effectively bind the entire thing. Now, the amount of breading or binder, whether that binder be pureed chickpeas, pureed kidney beans, you name it, whatever it is, it can be to whatever extent you want it to be. I like as little binding as possible, just enough to keep it together in a form that you can say, oh yeah, that's a salmon cake, not salmon hash, right? So I mix that, and then I let it sit for a little while. Let those panko breadcrumbs that I was using, you can use any breadcrumbs, let them absorb the mayonnaise, absorb the lemon juice, become a soft, in French cuisine, it's what's called a panade. So it's basically this bread binder. So I'm going to leave that there for a few minutes. And the salmon, for a salmon melt, it's the exact same thing, just minus the breadcrumbs. Put it on top of a piece of, when I do make salmon melts or tuna melts, I toast the bread first to give it a little bit of resilience so that the toasted bread then absorbs any moisture from the topping. And it just gives you a better textural contrast and crust there.